Good afternoon. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You probably just saw a bunch of great GoPro clips on the GoPro 3 since our 5 is dead. But we just came back from canyoneering. We got up so early this morning. We got up at 4:30. We got picked up at 5 from Cebu, then made a 2.5-hour car ride, which we slept the entire time, and got to canyoneering. Canyoneering was super fun. Basically what you do is you get to if you book through a company, they'll pick you up. You get briefed while you are at their little office area. You get fitted with a life jacket and a helmet. You get a snack and a bottle of water, and you can tuck it into your pouch of your life vest. Then it's a motorbike ride, but like 15-20 minutes to get to the starting point of the canyoneering. So you pretty much start from the very, very top. And then the whole thing is like a trek down to Kawasan Falls. So the motorbike ride was fine. I was smushed in the back with three people. It was the driver, Tim, and myself. My butt is killing me. Then, you know, I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos and read a bunch of blogs about canyoneering in BADIAN to Kawasan Falls, and no one talks about the trek to actually get to the starting point. Like, they always tell you that there's a motorbike ride and that's where you start, but no one tells you about like the 30-minute trek through the jungle, and it's like there's like a giant spider and mud everywhere. Tim slipped like 3 times. I was going super slow so I wouldn't die. I mean, you're not gonna die, but it's just very slippery and very muddy. And by the time we got to the end, I was dying with sweat. It looked like I already jumped into the water, basically. And no one ever talks about that. So I just want to let you know, be prepared that that is what you have to look forward to before you actually jump into the water. So then you get there and you do a bunch of jumps and you trek through like the waterfall area, and you get to like walk through the river areas, and the water is like very minerally blue. It's like that aqua cloudy blue, and the water was super clean. There's like no trash anywhere in the water. It's clearly well taken care of. And so there are different levels of the falls that you can go to. So you start off in, I guess, the first top level, make your way down, and then there's a second level where we had lunch, and then from there we made our way to Kawasan Falls. So the thing is, when we were canyoneering, it was beautiful. There was only our little group. It was just myself, Tim, and like 2 other people. And it was awesome. Like, we didn't see any other tourists, and you didn't have to wait to like jump off things. You just did them. And I did all the jumps. I was very scared, but I did all the jumps. And it was really nice for that part. But then you get to like the second level where it kind of like breaks off, and it's like nice and flat. And so there's like a bunch of shops and like picnic benches and stuff. And there's like a bunch of people cooking food and things like that. And so then that's not as nice. But then you make your way to, like, the whole trek to get there was really nice. And Kawasan Falls was pretty. The water is really blue. The water is really cool. It's like that, like, really cool aqua blue. But the falls were just like, meh. It was just like a waterfall. It wasn't anything special. Like, I think the only thing special about it was the water color. And then they make you, like, do this thing. So you can't actually even go to the waterfall part. So you can go into like the pool area part, but then the waterfall, there's like these rafts that go through the back of the waterfall, then then directly underneath, and it's like a massage raft or whatever. And it's kind of expensive. Like, it's not free. It doesn't come with like your tour price. It's $300 for the raft, and then you have to pay $300 for the driver. So, or the boat, not driver. What is it? Not the boat driver, the boatman on the raft. What would you call that guy? I don't know, the guide, or I don't know. It's like a 2-second thing, and they market it as like a deep massage. But it's like, that ends up being like 600 pesos, which is like $12 US. And that's like kind of expensive just to go underneath a waterfall. And like canyoneering is already pretty expensive. It was like $80 for the 2 of us. Granted, we went with like a nice company, and
80 each.
Oh, it was 80 each? Ouch. So it was like 80 each US. And like we went with a nice company, and you can do canyoneering a bunch of different ways. You could also just like motorbike to the beginning, like to Kawasan Falls, and from there there's like a path that leads up to the falls, and there's like a couple of like people that will sell like tours themselves as well, and they have like the helmets and the life jackets. But I've heard it's not the best to do it that way because the guides aren't the best. They don't really speak English, and like our guide was awesome and like showed us how to get around everything, told us like how tall all the jumps were, how deep the water was, and to be careful here and there and stuff like that. So our guide was really good. And we also got lunch, which was it was like a little piece of chicken and some rice. And there's a lot of roosters in that area because the Philippines is known for, not known for, but cockfighting is part of their culture. So there's lots of roosters on the way out. So I'm pretty sure we were just eating one of the losers for lunch. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know, Kawasan Falls was okay. We went into the water like knee deep at the falls, and that was it. What did you think?
Be good if there's no one there.
Yeah, there's a million people there. You know all those beautiful pictures you see of the falls, and like there's like one person, and then it looks so empty. That is not true. Unless you get there at like 7 o'clock in the morning, that is not true. There's like restaurants and like little shops and stuff everywhere, and there's a bajillion people. Yeah. So then we trekked out of there, and somehow the path led us right to our little office area where we started, and then we hopped back into the car and drove to OSLOB, which took like an hour-ish, and now we are in OSLOB in our little hotel room with this really cool wall. I'll show you right now. How cool is that? And that's the shower and toilet in there, and it's not a ladle and bucket for once. Yay! So yeah, now the plan is to, the plan is to get some food, which we're not really sure where we're gonna go get food. And then somehow we need to figure out how to get to Bohol tomorrow, because there's no direct way to get there. I mean, people make the trip from here to Bohol, but you either have to like hire your own boat, go off this pier, and go into like this cargo boat, but like it's not a real passenger boat, or you can go all the way back to Cebu and take a ferry. But to get to Cebu it's like 2.5 hours, so it's just a mess. I don't know, we'll figure something out. But for now we need to go eat something because I'm starving. Currently trying to go find some food to eat. I don't know if we're staying in like the wrong side of town or if there is no town, because really it's just like this one strip of road with like nothing. I haven't seen any other tourists or anything. Okay. So we made it to this little resort. It's really cute. There's a birthday party going on right now. There's like a little pool and a birthday party, and the ocean's right over there. It's pretty cute. Just ordered some drinks and some food. Apparently it's going to take a long time, he said, so we're just going to hang out here. And I'll show you when our food comes. Ooh, food is here. We got some fish sig and literal fish and chips. Alright, we just had lunch. And it was one of those things where I was so hungry that I was so excited for my food, and it looked good and it sounded like it was going to be good. And then it was bad. It was so salty. So salty. I didn't even finish the fish sig because I didn't have enough rice to go with it because I just could not stand it. So now we are walking back to the hotel. We need to find a tricycle to take us into, this camera. Every time I hit the stupid display button. We need to go into town to find a boat and to find some ice cream. because my mouth is really salty. Market, and we found Gatorade in a glass bottle. How fun is that? We also got charged an extra 5 cents because for a bottle deposit, but I'm pretty sure that's just because we're not Filipino. Mangoes? Oh, you know what they have here? Is there those like green mangoes with a lot of chilies and stuff too? I just saw it. So we came to the public market. We took a tricycle, it's 10 pesos each. And now we're just walking around. Oh, there's one backpacker.
No, sir, ma'am. Pizza. We have free Wi-Fi. Do you want to eat?
Wi-Fi. It gets you every time. Oh, 7-Eleven. So Tim and I did something very local. We went to 7-Eleven, our favorite thing to do. Got some brewskis and got some ice cream. Okay, the purple flavor is called ube, and it's like taro flavored. I don't know, but it's freaking delicious. And they also had Halo Slurpees, which I will hit up on the way back home. But we're walking to the pier right now. And it's actually a really nice walk. Just walking. Their shadows. Yeah, gonna try to see if we can get a boat tomorrow to go to Bohol. Otherwise, it's gonna be a bus and a ferry type situation tomorrow, which is not always the best or fun parts of traveling, but do what you gotta do. Oh my gosh. You blend in with the sand. I didn't even know you were there. Can we take him home? I don't know if you can tell. The church bells are ringing right now, and all the dogs congregated right there. I have no idea. Look at them. They're ready. It's like team assemble. Look at this little guy. He's so cute. Oh, hello, Stanley. A little fat goat. Oh, that's a fat dog. That dog is well fed. He's like, I got a collar on, which means people feed me.
I'm loved. I'm the most loved dog on the street.
Probably. Like, how do you become that dog? Oh, this house is nice. So, alright, start over. So my SD card ran out. Basically all we did was go back to 7-Eleven, grab some water, and then tried to find a tricycle to come back to our hotel room, which was a process. There's a million tricycles. You can definitely choose one. One guy like beckoned us over to his tricycle, so we went over, and there were a couple ladies already sitting in it, and he asked us, he was pretty drunk, he was drunk. He looked pretty drunk. And he asked us where we were going. We told him Seaview Hotel or Terrace or whatever. So he brought us to the ocean to see the view. So we were like, oh no, we're going back to our hotel. So no one knew where our hotel was, so we tried to give them directions. Eventually we got here and it was fine. Again, it was 10 pesos each. And you know what, like even though we didn't know like where we were going, well, we knew where we were going, but he didn't know where he was taking us or anything like that. Like he didn't get mad at us, and like the people who are waiting on us too in the tricycle with us, like they were all locals, and like they weren't mad. They were trying to be as helpful as possible, which is like one of the reasons why I love the Philippines. Everyone's just so nice. But anyway, so while we were walking around, Tim and I were talking about how cockfighting is this big thing here in the Philippines. And not that like I want to go watch birds kill each other, because obviously that's just like inhumane and not good at all. But I'm just like curious to see like the process and like just the arena and like how people like are betting and stuff. So anyway, we got back to our hotel room. We just like quickly rinsed off. And look what's on TV. They televise all the cockfighting. How crazy. So we're gonna watch this for a few minutes and see what it's all about. And then kind of hang out. I gotta dump a bunch of SD cards and that's it. Then we'll go get street food later tonight.
Lightning strikes by my window, hits my chest right in the morning.